Hey everyone, welcome back to the Monday SITREP. My name is CB Harris, and today we're going to talk about all the things that have been happening this last week in the news as far as gun control goes. Later on the Life or Death Files, a man in California, yes, California, protects himself. I know, it's hard to believe they even do it there, yeah. And on what's new, not a new product, but something that every gun owner should be aware of. Okay, so let's just start right here. Now, let me just start with this. There is about to be a rant take place right here and right now. So if you're not interested in hearing me rant, maybe you need to skip ahead in the video. If you want to hear me, go ahead and stand by. So recently, our lawmakers, they put a couple of things up for vote. And we had the Democrat side, they were pushing for a lot more extreme gun control measures. We had Republicans also offering up, their ideas, maybe less extreme, but still have some issues with it. Particularly, we have on the Democrat side, we have Dianne Feinstein, and she basically wanted it to be as the Attorney General had full control, could determine who would and would not be allowed to purchase a firearm. This bothers me. Pretty much what it says is, if you were on one of the terror watch lists, that you would be not able to purchase a firearm. They didn't really have a way for you to come off of that list. They still don't. And the problem I'm having is this is the same woman who has labeled Christians as being terrorists, has labeled NRA members as being terrorists. So does that her definition? Because I really want to know what they consider a terrorist to go on one of these lists. I'm really worried about that. Is it going to come down to things that you are using and exercising your First Amendment rights, things that you say? Is that going to be then used against you without due process, mind you, to take away your Second Amendment rights? So these all tie together. So we're talking about the First Amendment, Second Amendment, the Fourth, the Fifth. All of these things tie together. So, where does this leave us, really? I'm glad that a lot of these things didn't pass. I get the feeling that something is going to happen, but I'll be honest with you. If the plans that they put in place, if the ideas that have been put forward, if those go through, I'm definitely not for it. I'm all for freedom. I'm all for maintaining your rights. And in this country, we have a thing called due process, meaning you're not going to be punished for something until you're proven to be guilty of a crime, of committing something. I mean, some of the wording in the extreme gun control measures from the Democrats included things of, if it is believed that you are a terrorist or you may become a terrorist, or may commit a terrorist act. So this is like Minority Report here. We're talking about future crime, something you haven't even done. And yet, they will use that to remove one of your fundamental civil rights. I know this is strange, but even the ACLU is opposed to this. And the ACLU, being a very liberal type of organization that it is, which it shouldn't be, judging by their name, but they are, even they think this is not the way we want to do this because there is no due process. You are considered guilty, and then you must prove your innocence. And the problem is you don't even know. You don't even know you're on a list. In this country, if we are accused of a crime, we have the right to know that. We have a right to know what crime we're being accused of, what we've done wrong, and we have the right to face our accuser. And we are considered innocent until we're proven guilty. So the burden of proof doesn't lie on us, it lies on a prosecutor to prove that we've done something wrong. This is a complete turnaround from that. If any of these laws go through, it's a complete turnaround, and definitely, I can't even imagine that something like this could possibly happen. But with the state of our current Supreme Court justices, I would say that it is, I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm saying that it is possible. I just hope it doesn't happen. So anyway, guys, I will get down off of my soapbox once again. Yes, I like to get on that soapbox, but we're going to stop talking about that. And let's talk about the life or death files, where a man in San Bernardino, California, protects himself using a firearm. Now, I know we think of California as being, a very gun-unfriendly place, and it is. However, this homeowner, he's out in his backyard. He comes back in. It's in the morning, and he sees, wow, there's somebody. They're hanging out in my living room. He confronts the guy. The guy has a large kitchen knife. He won't leave. So the man goes, retrieves a handgun, comes back, basically again says, you need to get out. The guy still won't leave. Starts to come at him, threatening with the knife, and the homeowner shoots him in the stomach. He does live, the perpetrator does live. He's a homeless gentleman. Let's see, I have his name here. His name is Timothy McKay. Charges are going to be brought against him as soon as he is released from the hospital. Now, here's where you guys know that this is from California. Police are deciding now, and prosecutors are deciding now, whether or not to charge the homeowner. So, it's California we're talking about. There are places where there would never even be a question. He's in his home. The guy has a knife. It's not his home. It would never be even a question in a lot of places in the United States. But in California, apparently, it's undetermined whether or not that's actually self-defense. So next on What's New, we're going to talk about a recall from Remington.
So, what's new?
So this is a recall of the Remington Model 887, a very popular pump-action shotgun. And what they determined is that shotguns manufactured between December 19th of 2013 and November 24th of 2014, they may have a sticky firing pin. It may get stuck in the forward position, which means you load up, and as soon as that bolt goes forward, you could get a round firing. What happened is we had an Air Force member who was out hunting. Okay, so he's a active duty military member. He's out hunting, duck hunting, and he loads up his firearm. He's in a lay down blind. He loads up, and he actually shot his foot. And it does describe his injuries as permanently disabling of his left foot. He lost 2 toes on his left foot, and a couple of injuries other than that as well. They were able to save a 3rd toe, though, that they were worried about. So, yes. It was a fault of the firearm. However, obviously, he was not necessarily practicing all the safety rules. He should have been loading that thing up, not making sure that it wasn't pointed at any body part. It's hard to, armchair quarterback, but at the same time, it does drive home the importance of always making sure that you follow the safety rules. If you have a firearm that was made between these dates, again, December 19th, 2013 and November 24th of 2014, Remington recommends you stop using that firearm immediately and contact Remington as far as getting it worked on. What they will do, there is a procedure that they will do to make sure that it's all taken care of. Once they do that, they're actually going to mark it so that you will then know and be able to prove in the future that it has had the modifications done to it. So anyway, guys, if you have a firearm like this, contact Remington. Make sure you get it taken care of. We don't want to have any injuries out there. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. If you did, it is always appreciated when you like and share the videos. And if you're not a subscriber and you want to become one, you want to see more shows just like this one, the Monday SITREP, find that subscribe button, give it a big old click, and then come back next Monday. There's also other various videos throughout the week, so be sure to stop by often. Remember that your mind, your brain, that is your most important tool, so it is vitally important that you are armed with information. Until next time, take care and be safe. Charlie Bravo out.